I see that you are again upset about my views because my channel is very productive and I'm gonna continue to do what I do to get the views and the traffic in my channel the way I should. And my channel has been slowly growing since December and it's finally gotten to a point where, it's consistent. And I appreciate that. A major part of my channel is being dynamic, being conservative, being a swirler, a divester too, at that, but not being a man hater, being a person who doesn't hate black men, doesn't hate anybody, just, someone who interracially dates. And I know that bothers you too because, you're not into that kind of lifestyle. Doesn't change anything, people are gonna do it. But the point of this video is just to say, I acknowledge that you made that video, and I appreciate you acknowledging that my channel will always be more successful than yours, but I think you should take a page from my channel, and maybe you will actually get a good subscriber count, and maybe you'll get some views. So, that's my advice. Thanks and bye. And one other part I forgot to mention. The fact that you're mentioning my what I'm wearing, the fact that I'm top heavy or other parts of me just shows you're triggered because I look appealing to you. And the problem I have with that is I don't like you. I don't find you attractive, and you know, it weirds me out that you think of things like that. Like, when you're doing a video, do not mention a woman's breasts or how her cleavage looks or her private parts if you don't want to seem like you like her. Okay? Like, that's you. So, yeah. And it's just like, that's the cringe part of your video for me. Other than that, I mean, I just don't like, if you want advice basically on your channel, you can basically, talk about that, but trying to talk about that part, like about me physically, it's not something I'm appreciative of. And I know people always, like I said before in other videos where I've said that my mother would say if she liked a certain type of guy, then that guy of that specific race would think something. And it's like, there's so many people of one race, so if someone has a specific type, that doesn't mean you're the type. I've told you 10,000 times, you're not. So, I mean, just you know, keep it to just talking about the content and stuff, but not intimate stuff like that. That, to me, implies, you fantasizing about stuff. And you know how I talk about. Keep that to a minimum. So thank you. That's just something I wanted to add also in there. Follow up, I guess, to my other video. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and one other thing, you didn't realize that was the same day as the other old videos. See, you don't watch my content. If you watch my content, it would help you understand what you need to do as a content creator. Like I said, being a talking head is never going to get you anywhere because all it does is makes you a bunch, one in many, basically. You're one of many talking the same way as you. That's why you never make it anywhere, you know. But when you actually speak, from a perspective that is actually your own and unique to yourself, because no one agrees on everything. So you can always talk about things that are unique about you and unique beliefs that you have that people might not expect you to believe and say. And in that result, people will follow more people who have a voice that is a different perspective than what they expect. It makes you less predictable and also more dynamic. So then people, when they open your video, they don't know which way you're going to go. It makes them actually listen to your content and actually basically try to see where you're actually going to end up thinking, basically, about, well, saying, I mean, about that topic, basically, you know. It, people listen to you more instead of like, oh, she's gonna say all this, this, this. So that when you start saying it, they kind of tune it out. Instead of like when you have your own opinion, they don't know what you're gonna say, so they actually do listen to what you have to say. If people are droning you out, they're either gonna like what you're saying and they might listen to you, but there's someone else saying the same dang thing. So then you kind of get drowned out. It's actually a thing if you look at politically, for example. Look at how the 45th President Trump, Donald Trump, did when he was in the primaries of the Republican primaries. He stood out by having his own stance on immigration and specific beliefs so that people noticed him more than other people, when before nobody was even paying attention to him. He was the one who became president because he stood out. It's a marketing game. And I think because he's a salesman, he played it well, you know. With that in mind, I do think that he was a good president and things of that nature. I'm a supporter of him. And I don't think that he was just scheming people, but I'm just saying that that effect and that angle is how he came to success in 2016. So I'm just saying that on a small level, as far as the channel, when you want people to hear what you have to say, you have to actually stand out from the crowd. Otherwise, no one's listening to you. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and bye.